With Monster Hunter's extensive and diverse catalogue of mainline games, as well as spin-offs, there is a vast amount of monsters in the series as you would expect. Many of these have extremely cool designs, creepy designs, and some are just straight up weird. What's going on, guys? It's the Hunter Project here. Welcome back to my channel where you'll find Monster Hunter news, builds, playthroughs, and everything in between. Today we'll be going over 3 of the weirdest monsters in the Monster Hunter franchise, so let's get straight into it. Starting off with the first monster on the list, we have Yamasukami. This monster, in a nutshell, is a flying grass ball with a face and multiple tentacles as limbs, and it is an elder dragon as well, so it is quite powerful, especially in relation to the other monsters on this list. It's the one and only elder dragon on the list. Yamasukami is quite a big monster, and it does remain floating for the majority of the time, until of course it is killed, and that's where it'll gloriously drop to the floor. And one of its weirdest and most dangerous attacks is where it actually sucks up everything with incredible suction strength, not caring for what goes in its mouth. It is quite a weird ability. It is very devastating. It's quite powerful of an ability. It's quite scary, especially if it was in real life. If there was something that was a massive hoover and it just sucks anything into its mouth. In addition to that, hands down, its creepiest feature being its teeth. Like, I know a lot of people probably fight this monster, and then as soon as it opens its mouth, that's where everything just goes downhill. They are uncomfortably humanoid and yellow as well. It is like there's like a human mouth under the surface, it feels like, and obviously that's hidden under its green thick hide, and the rest is just all monster and just all not human. And then just for some reason just its teeth are human, which is quite a weird design choice, and I hope there is a reason lore wise as to why this was conceptualized and actually put through into the game. It is extremely creepy, and let's just move swiftly onwards onto the next weird monster in the series. So next we have Kezu. This is a well-known monster, and I'm sure some of you are probably not surprised to see this on the list, and it has appeared many times throughout the series, and most recently in Rise, of course, as many of you would know. This cave dweller is flabby, rubbery, and just straight up weird. It's once again just a weird design of a monster. Obviously, that's exactly what you're going to expect from all the monsters in this video, and Kezu's blood vessels and veins can be seen like clearly through their pale skin. And creepily, they also have no eyes, at least that's what it appears to be, but they've actually just regressed so much and so greatly, but they've just made up for this with their extremely adept sense of smell. And they are also able to stretch their neck when necessary to increase their range, and commonly this is of course used when attacking prey, as it can be very quick and unpredictable, so it's a very good ability in its moveset. Upon opening their mouth, Kezu only get creepier and a lot weirder. Kezu have an unaligned assortment of spiky teeth varying in size, similar to that of a leech, so of course if you're a big fan of leeches, you're probably going to love this monster, which I assume is probably not the case. And it's just super clear to see why so many people are creeped out and just weirded out by this monstrosity. Finally, we have arguably the weirdest monster on this list, Kelby. Upon death, after being carved, Kelby somehow are able to get back up and run, eventually phasing out of existence. There is no other monster capable of. Finally, we have the weirdest monster on this list, Higanjima. This is a Frontier exclusive collaboration monster, and it is definitely arguably the weirdest monster in the entire franchise. The thing is so hard to describe from just how weird and unusual the monster is, and to be fair, it is in its defense from a different series, and it's a manga series, and I think they did a movie adaptation as well. Higanjima has a purple body with a weird tint on its head, neck and tail, and it is unclear as to why that is. It might be a texturing drawback from the platform it released on, it could be a bug, or it was how it's intended to look. And the monster takes on a very humanoid appearance, which is one of its creepiest factors, and it is actually a little similar to monsters like Plesioth in terms of its stance, but its arms are where it takes a weird turn to like a whole new level. It looks like something just straight out of a monster like horror movie, and Like I said before, in its defense, it is pulled from a different franchise, but I still thought that maybe if they did bring it over, they would make it a bit more, pleasing to look at, considering it's a collaboration. They probably want to make the monster look good, but in this case, it just straight up looks terrifying. And that's not even putting it lightly. Higanjima has such a peculiar design, it pretty much makes Plesioth looks like it should be getting paid for modelling. And one of the cool aspects of the monster though is that it does actually have some Japanese manga like text at certain points during its fight, so it is pretty cool to see, and it is kind of like breaking the immersion in a good way. In a sense, it's like really getting at that collaboration sense and trying to bring it over and have a few little quirky aspects exclusive to that fight. But this humanoid Plesioth with its well-defined, unusually well-defined I should say, butt cheeks is easily one of the weirdest monsters in the entire Monster Hunter franchise. And with that said guys, that does bring us to the end of this video. Let me know down below any monsters that gave you the creeps and weirded you out, as well as what you think about the monsters on this list. I look forward to reading and responding to all of your comments. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well if you did enjoy. It's extremely appreciated and helps out the channel a ton. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.